from Carl's Crafts. Welcome back if you've been before, and hi if this is your first time. This is my Whip and Chat work in progress. This is where I work on a project and have a little chat with you, or a natter as I call it, and fill you in on what's been going on in the Withington household this week. You will hear coming and going because the kids are home, hubby's home, the animals are in, windows open, so you'll hear traffic and all sorts. We've just got back from the seaside, so my candle hasn't been lit only for about half an hour, but it's my sea salt and sandalwood. That's for anybody that needs prayers, thoughts and positivity. I've also got my cup of tea. Oh, you can't quite see it there. In case I get a bit thirsty. Got my diamond pen. I've got my EJ, oh god, I can never remember his name. Let me look on the bag. JH Envisions Lab diamond painting tray that I got given. One of my own needle cover minders, whatever you want to call it. I've got my Star Ore Once Upon a Time lady. See? Working on that, carrying on that, and I've got my Harbour Freight, so we're all set. Oh, and I've got my tray of scraps that have been in there for, yeah, we don't know how long. And my blue wax off to the side. So, how's everybody's week gone? Have you had a busy week? Have you had a good week? Have you had a bad week? What have you done? Has it been indifferent? Let me know. Mine's been a sort of up and down week again this week, I tell you. I think things are going to settle down. And still only hell blaze. Yeah. But let's get sorted first, shall we? Right. Because you know me. Sorry for the crinkling. Pull it back to where we... Oh. Right, where was the end of that one? Yeah. Right, what shall we work on? We'll work on H. Are you in view down there? Yes. So we want a H. So we'll just get some drills out first before we start. There we go. So, what day is it today? Saturday, isn't it? I tell you, this week has just flown by. The days are just going, the weeks are going so fast. I don't seem to, before I know it's back to Friday, Saturday, and I don't seem to have accomplished an awful lot in that week. Although I'm on the go all the time, but I don't seem to be achieving an awful lot. So what's happened this week? Jessie went back to school on Monday. She was determined. I wasn't happy. I said she's not ready. She's, yes, I want to go back, I want to go back. So, she'd ate a bit on Sunday and she felt so much better, she said. So I said, okay, you can go. So she went Monday, had a nice day. She started to get a really bad cough again. So I kept an eye on her. She said, no, she's fine, because Tuesday she was going to college for the first time. So Tuesdays now she goes to college all day in Brecon. It's about an hour away, to do business studies. So she didn't want to miss out on that, I think. So she went to that, came back, coughing, spluttering all over the place. Well, by Wednesday morning she was in no fit state for anything. So Mama was right, she wasn't ready to go back, so I've had to keep her off for the rest of the week. But she is coughing so bad, bless her. So bad. It was so bad I even did a COVID lateral test on her, because I thought, oh my god, she's just non-stop. But that was okay. Bless her. So she has been resting most of the time. She is eating properly now, which is great. Not great deals, but she's eating a lot more than she was. So yeah, she actually, what did she have yesterday? What did I get her yesterday? Oh, for chicks, we were in Hereford. Oh, a fillet burger, and she managed to eat that. Took her a while, but she ate it, and she said it was so nice. So yeah, so I have to see how she is tomorrow. I think she'll be back Monday. She's a lot better than what she was, but I said to her, I told you should have had the week off. I know. I thought I was okay. I said, well, maybe you'll take notice of what Mama says. But they don't. They know best, don't they? Bless them. So that was Monday. Tuesday. Oh, doctor fund this week. They're taking Mum off the pain patches because she's so sleepy. So they said they're taking her off that to see if that helps. But she's still got oral morph and her other painkillers. But I said to him, I said, look, I said, I'm not being funny, but she was so sleepy before she even broke her hip. She was sleeping most of the time. So I said, I don't think it's the pain meds. And they said, oh, do you want to stay on it? I said, no, take her off it. But I'm just warning you. I said, I don't think it's that. I said, I just think it's whatever's going on in her body. I said, but I'm not having her poked and prodded and investigations held now at this late stage. I said, because it would distress her more and do more harm than good. And to be fair, they totally agreed. They said they thought I was very sensible. Had my head screwed on or something. I said, well, I don't know about that. I said, I just don't want her to suffer. I said, if it benefited her and give her more quality of life, well, yes. But I said it wouldn't. I said it would give her less quality of life because of all the poking and prodding. So I can't see the point. As long as she's comfortable and not in pain, that is all that me and Dad want. So yeah, so that was that. Oh, and I had to do the forms again about the not resuscitation because it has to be different in the house to what it was in the hospital, and the doctor had to sign some papers and was like, oh, you know, you have to go through all these things so many times. Yes, just get it in place. And then it's done, but it's all done now. It's such an awful thing to have to do. Awful thing. I sympathise with anybody that has to make that decision because it's not easy. The only thing I tell myself when I did it was that I'm doing it for Mum, not for me or Dad or Jacqueline or the grandkids. It's for Mum. So what's best for her, not what's best for us. I said I can't do any more than that. So yeah. So there's not much more to tell on that. Jacqueline's all right at the moment. She's being well looked after in the home. She did have a couple of days away at the seaside the other week, which she said she enjoyed, looking around the shops and looking from the looking down onto the sea from the one walkway. You can sort of push them towards the barriers and they can see the sea, which was great for her because she can't go on the beach anymore because of the wheelchair, but she could go and see it because she loves the beach. It used to be her favourite thing, going shell picking. She'd take a bucket and she'd be up and down the beach for hours collecting shells, and they'd come home and Mum would get some empty jam jars, flour and water to make this paste stuff, and she'd be putting it on the jam jar and sticking all the shells on the jam jars and painting them and all sorts. She was quite crafty back then. Bless her. You hear the lawnmowers are going there. Why is it you start filming and lawnmowers and everything start going? Not heard them all day. Let me just shut that window, guys. Oh yeah. Oh, hang on, put my jeans up. I got jeans on because we've been out and I haven't changed back into my, I like to get, usually when I get in the house I like to get straight back into my pyjamas, or pyjama bottoms. Because anybody that's got fibromyalgia or any type of thing like that, polymyalgia and all that, will know you don't want to, my jeans are loose on me, but you want something really loose and comfortable against your skin. Right, that's the H's. The H is done. Yeah, Millie's college journey is a bit up and down at the moment. I found the hospital that she's had the assessment for autism, And I'm waiting for all the results of everything, all the testing and stuff we've done there, because I can't go forward and I don't know how to handle Millie at the moment, because she's having meltdowns after meltdowns after meltdowns after meltdowns after meltdowns with college and going on a bus and the amount of work she's got and the fact that it's away from home and oh, you name it, and not having any friends and nobody's going to like her, and she doesn't want to socialise all the time with people, and it's been a nightmare as small H's down there. And so I phoned the hospital and said this, but they said they were going to do the review thing in May and we should hear by July. It's now September and we've not heard a bloody thing. So I've rung the other week and they said they'd get back to me within 5 days. 5 working days, but it's been 7 working days now, so I'm going to have to ring him again. And of course she wants answers, so she's getting stressed with that as well. I can't get any resources or stuff until we get the results of all that, and so we can put stuff into place, and so I'm constantly trying to get hold of them, and yeah, I'm trying to convince Millie that college is great and she's doing really well, and I think she's finding it hard with the travelling. But Tuesday she accomplished a massive thing. She came home on the bus on her own, which is massive achievement, and I said I was so proud of her, and she was proud of herself. She did it Tuesday, and she's got to change bus, which was really daunting, but she managed to do it. Phoned me and said she was on the bus, she was okay. Another one over there. Wednesday she did it again because she didn't have full day lessons, but her friend was coming back on that bus that day, so that was okay. But Thursday she meant to come back on the bus, and where she catches the bus from is in England. Well, England you don't wear masks. Wales you do, where we live. So the bus that they first get on, they don't have to wear a mask, or anywhere where she is. Of course, if she goes in with her dad, so she don't wear a mask. And then she's in college, she don't wear a mask. Anywhere in the town, she wears a mask. She comes on the bus, she doesn't have to wear a mask. Of course, when she got to the bus depot to change buses, she realised that she'd left her mask at home. Usually she's got it in her bag. Of course, she had a total meltdown then. She was in a hell of a state. She phoned me, panicking. She said, I can't go on the bus because yesterday he told this person that he wasn't letting anybody on his bus that didn't have a mask. So she was too terrified to even go up to the bus and say. So I said, don't panic, I'll come and get you. So I said to Jess, I said, right, get the dog on the lead, on the harness, we'll jump in the car and we'll go and get her. Which we did, but it takes us about half an hour to get to the point where she changes buses. So by the time I got there, she was really upset. So she's thinking that I can't do this, I can't go on buses, I'm never going to go on a bus again. And I said to her, it's just something that happens, it's easy done. I said, next time we'll just make sure that we put a pack of masks in your bag. So if you take one out and you forget to put another one in, you've already got some in there. So we did manage to calm her down. Friday I took her in. Oh, that was a thing. I said to Jess, we'll go, you can come with me, we'll go into Millie so I can keep an eye on you. Dog was going to stay at home. I said, I'll take you, we'll go and have a look first because she needs some bedding and curtains and something. So I said, well, go and have a look what's available, see how much they are, see how much we've got to save up to get them. And all this, yeah, she said. Well, Millie was in the front going, and then they usually have one goes in the front on the way there, one goes in the front on the way back, so there's no arguments. But because Millie wasn't coming back, Jess goes in the back on the way there, Millie in the front. Then we get just over halfway where all these bad bends are everything. Jessie shouts, oh my God, my nose is bleeding. Millie turns round, she yells, oh my God, Mum, it's pouring out. I said, oh. I said, I can't stop. She said, I've only got a bit of tissue, Mum. What can I do? Well, Millie had a bowl of, a little bowl that she'd put a piece of quiche in to eat on the way. for her breakfast. Don't ask me why she wants quiche for her breakfast, but she did. But thank goodness she didn't. So Jessie's holding her nose with a bit of tissue that she's got over this bowl. The nose is pouring. Then she's spitting out clumps of blood with a clot in. So I managed to find a little sort of pull-in driveway. So I pulled in there and I thought, oh, I said, it's all right. I've got a reel of tissue in the boot kitchen roll. Well, that's disappeared. Don't know where that's gone, but it's disappeared. So I'm searching in my bag. So I found bits of tissues, and then we were using face masks and anything that was fabric that could soak up this blood. So I said to her, right, I said, well, I might as well, I said, I'll keep driving. I said, you know what to do, pinch your nose, blah, 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 all the usual stuff. Yeah, yeah, she said. And then if you haven't stopped bleeding by the time I drop Millie off, which is just at the top of the hill, and at the bottom of the hill is a hospital, I said, I'll have to take you to the hospital and get them to check you out. But she by the time we got there, it started to stop then. But oh my God, my back of my car and around the bowl and tissues, it looked like somebody had a bloodbath. I said to Jess, you can't afford to lose any more blood. I said, well, what you lost last week, what you've lost today, plus she's, you know, on a doodah. So I said, you just can't afford to. So she's a bit drained today, bless her. She said, oh, I said, what did you do? I said, did you pick your nose? Did you? She said, oh, disgusting, Mum, shut up. I said, well, did you, knock it when your nose is itchy and you rub it? She said, no, what I did, she said, because we come down off the mountain, and she said, your ears need to pop and they can't. She said, all I did was hold my nose lightly and just blew slightly. She said, to get my ears to pop, which they did. And as my ears popped, she said, I could feel the blood pouring. I said, well, don't do that again then. Oh. But yeah. So we took her to look for some bedding. We couldn't really find anything that she liked. A few things. She wants mustards and greys, she thinks. So we took a few photos of things that she likes, the sort of styles and stuff. And then we went down to another shop to have a look at some. And we came back and had a coffee. She had a cold drink. Because I said, we'll have something before we go out. Remember we. And then in this one shop, that we had the coffee in there, these massive colourful teddies are huge. You can use them as a cuddle teddy or as a pillow, or that sort of thing. And she's never had anything like that. I mean, she is 14, I know, but she said, oh Mum, I'd always wanted one of them. She said, look at them. She was picking them up and she was cuddling them, and so I got it for her, and she was over the moon, so she hasn't stopped cuddling it since. I thought, well, she's been so brave, bless her, and she's been such through the ringer. So I got her a big teddy, so she was pleased. Yeah, because Grant's work, it's kitten season, and there's a lot of wild cats, because where he works, the warehouse is out in, it's at the industrial estate, but it's more the end of the industrial estate, so there's loads of fields and stuff around. Well, of course, all the wild cats are having kittens, aren't they? So every time they see any kittens on their own, they get hold of them and they take them to cat rescue. Well, Grant knows, and the boys at his work know, that I've always wanted a grey kitten. And of course, somebody spotted a grey kitten. So Grant's been on about bringing a grey kitten home. Although we've got 2 cats and a dog. I don't really want one, but because it's grey. So of course he said to him, well, if you catch it, we'll have it. So every day I think it, waiting to see if he brings home a bloody cat, which I don't, when I started, when you thought it was a great idea to begin with, and then I thought, oh God, if it's wild, it's going to be feral. If it's tiny kitten, I said it can come, but not if it's a couple of months old, because it'd be too feral. Although I've had wild cats before, which I've tamed. I said, but it'll have fleas, probably ticks, and God knows what else, and it'll have to be done. We have to pay for it to be done, and all this palaver. I said, oh, I don't know. I don't know if the other cats have taken to it. Will Lily take to it? Yeah, so I have said maybe it's not such a good idea to have this grey kitten. And then today we saw, I want to say a water something dog. I can't think what it was called. Something water or water something. It's a bit like a spaniel, but it doesn't molt. It looks a little bit like Lily. So I'm sure it's a water spaniel. No, it isn't a water spaniel because it's like a spaniel, but it wasn't called a water spaniel. Can't think what it was called. Oh, now I could have one of those. It was gorgeous. And then of course Millie's googling it and showing pictures of it. And then I'm going, nope, we are not buying another dog. I said I haven't got the room for it, I haven't got the energy for it, and I haven't got the money for it. But yeah, but you know when you just think, oh, if only. But yeah, yeah. And then realization kicks in, and you know, have to be a realist. I mean, if Jessie had her way, she wants a Ridgeback because she knows her dad had one, and she wants one. I said, Jessie, I said, one of those would fill me kitchen area, no long anything else. I said there'd be no room for us in your house if we had one of those. I said, although they are the most beautiful dogs, I said, and they're very loving, but they are huge. Huge. But that's what she wants. I said, no, when you're old enough to, and you've got your own money, I said, and you've got your own place, I said, you can get one. I said, until then, no. I said, you can just, oh, sorry, it's my computer's pinging now. I said, you can just dream, Babs. Just dream of what you're going to have when you're older. I said, God, I couldn't even, Ridgeback, they're huge. Huge. But they are beautiful. I can understand why she likes them. But I said, you've got to be realistic, babe. You know. So I am the toughie at the moment that's saying no to everything. But that's fine, I don't mind. Because it'll let me end up me being looking after them all. You know, they all say, yes, I'll walk it, I'll, you know, clean up after it, no, blah, 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 I'll feed it. And then, no. Like everything else, they all say they're going to help, but nobody actually does anything. I've left the dishes on the side of, because we don't have dishwashers, and I haven't washed up because we went off for a few hours and come back and everybody looked at the dishes, just added to the dishes and walked off. So Mum has just left the dishes there, because usually I would go straight to the sink, wash them all up, dry them, put them away, blah, blah, blah. And nope. I've not even done any washing, drying, ironing, nothing. I've left it. Left it all. I said, I've had so much to do. I said, and I don't see what, some nights I've been working, doing stuff till 10 o'clock at night. And I said, you know, I haven't even been able to craft. You know, I've done no cross stitching, no colouring, not even this, since last Sunday. And not one person has thought, oh, actually, I'll wash up for Mum. Nope. So Mum, see how long when they see it all stacked up there. But I know what'll happen. I will get in a fret because I see it all stacked up there. And I want to get something and I won't be able to get it because there's dirty dishes in the way and I'll end up washing it up. I know. But I can rant, can't I? It's our anniversary on Thursday. We've been married 21 years. As you all know, I made him marry me in the year 2000, so he'd never forget how many years we've been married. Well, no, I tell a lie. We originally got to get married in 2001. In the spring of that, but all the dates kept coming back. We kept saying, well, what dates is everybody available, you know, from now till whenever, and everybody that we wanted were only available on the 18th. It was just so weird that everything clicked for the 16th of September. So yeah, so 21 years. I said to Grant, I said, it doesn't seem like that, does it? And he said, no, so even though we've got a 19-year-old, like, but he said, it don't. He said, it's gone so quick. So quick. I was looking back at my photos, you know, because we don't have any up on the walls or anything like that. I'm not that type of person that has pictures like that up on the wall, but I've got my album with it all in. We're looking back, and I said quite a lot of these are no longer with us. And we were looking at, oh my God. I said, I know. I said, we're getting on now, boy. I said, it's just gone so fast. So fast. So guys, make every day as if it's your last, because time just flies. It just goes by and by and by, it does. That's the door, I don't know who, but somebody at the door. But yeah, so yeah, 21 years. So here's to another 21 years. That's what to grant. We'll be in our old 70s. We'll be with our Zimmer friends going up and down the road. And hopefully, that was Jess. She doesn't shut the door there. Oh, hang on, they're having an argument now. Jess, you want something? Can you hear them arguing? Girls, I can hear you. What? On film. What? Hear you two arguing. We're not arguing. Well, that's what it sounded like. Raised one. Still in the car, is it? Can you pull the door completely to, please? Thank you. That's what you get, slammed door off teenager. I do apologise, because Jessie won't. But yeah, that's what she does lately, is slam doors. What else has been happening? Trying to think. Oh, we went to the seaside, yeah, today. Went to the seaside. I was supposed to go, well, Grant thought he'd booked Millie for an eye appointment for 9 o'clock this morning. So that means we had to leave here at 7:30 this morning to get there for the eye appointment. It was the only place we could fit her in. And then we get there. We go to take the dog, me and Jess go to Starbucks for a drink. Then to go off, come back. Oh, it's not quite open, so they sit down. Then Millie looks at her phone to check that, you know, they've got the right time, and then realises it's in October, not today. So we had been gone there for nothing. So of course Millie was upset because she wanted her eyes sorted. So Grant got back on them because they fit her in any other time, no. But he has managed, there was a cancellation in the Hereford branch for next Saturday, so she's going in there. So we had a look around Aber, went in the books shop. I bought myself a fantasy book because I'm trying to get back into reading, and I want to, oh, they're still there, look, oh well, they can go in there now. I want to read, I said to Grant, I want to read something that I know is completely fictional. Nothing related to real life. So I've got completely a fantasy book, you know, with witches and things, and, you know, usually I'll have thrillers and stuff like that I'll read, you know, about real life murders and stuff, but I said I don't want that. I want something where I completely switch off and just go into a fantasy world. So I bought, I think it's one book of 3 or 4, so I thought, well, I'll get it, and if I like it I'll get the rest, if not, oh well. So I bought that. I think we went in the paint shop, nothing in there, and then we walked along the seafront, and we took the dog down to the beach, dog beach, and you know she doesn't like water but she likes running along the beach, so we got her running up and down the beach, and then me and the girls were looking for sea glass. We found fair bit, to be fair, so I wasn't allowed to keep any of that, what I found. So the girls, but they got this little glass jar that they could put all their sea glass that they find. Really found some really dark blue as well, which is really rare to find around here. Really dark blue glass. So she was over the moon. And the dog was loving it, running up and down. But Grant found one near enough, like a light blue colour, topazey colour, and it was near enough in the perfect heart shape. So he's come straight home, had a cup of tea. Now he's at the back and he's doing a spoon, and he wants to cut a piece out to put this heart in. So he'll embed the heart into the handle of the spoon, which I think will look quite nice. He's done it before, which I've got it, which I love. One of his spoons, and it's got some sea glass in the handle. But yeah, this piece is really nice that he found. Yeah, the girls got better eyesight than me for it. They were finding loads. They must have had about 30 something pieces each. Different colours and stuff, so they've gone in their glass. Nothing really big, only bits of glass, but it's, you know, it looks so pretty. They got a couple of pieces the size of my thumbnail probably, but most of them are like, whoa, I don't know, about the end of that sort of size, and maybe a bit smaller. But they enjoyed it as well. And I said it was nice listening to the waves crashing as well by the side of us. So peaceful sound. I really enjoy looking for glass. I think just because it switches my mind off for listening to the sea. You know, just walking up and down. The dog was just running back and forth, and there's a lot of seaweed on the beach today. It's all stones, there's no sand on this beach. And there was seaweed. We don't get seaweed very often there, but there seemed to have been a lot of seaweed there for some reason. And the dog thought it was great because she was rolling around in it, because she'd not seen, I don't think she's seen seaweed before. She won't go in the sea. She'll go near it, but she won't go in it. But the seaweed that was up on the bank, she was just rolling in it. So she smells quite like seaweed, very salty sort of smell. Don't know what you'd call it. But yeah, she slept all the way home, bless her. She was so knackered. So we got home about 3. Because it's, what is it now? 5:20. So after this, we're gonna get some chicken out to defrost and do some chicken fried rice. I think something simple for tea, because I haven't had any dinner or lunch, whatever you want to call it. So we'll be doing that after. Yeah. So it'll be interesting to see how Grant gets on with this, making this heart into a thing. He wants to make another pizza slicer as well, because the one he made sold straight to a lady in America. Thank you, Yvonne. She's a little love. She's bought some things off him. And then he wants to make some patterns or something on the pizza cutter. You know, the cutting bit. He wants to put some anvil marks on it as well, into the copper. What's that? I don't know. He's bought this piece of metal thing that he's going to use and hammer on, and I just go, yeah, I really know what you mean. Yeah, that sounds really good. Yeah, that sounds lovely. Yeah. And I'm like, oh, okay. No idea really. But yeah, but he's enjoying his little self doing them. But I said I want one now, because the pizza cutter I got is crap. It was Pampered Chef one, when Pampered Chef did stuff over in Britain. I've got quite a lot of Pampered Chef stuff, and I do like Pampered Chef stuff, to be fair. But my pizza cutter isn't the best. It's all right, but it's not the best. Not after seeing Grant's bloody razor sharp. So I want one. And is when he makes something, the ruling is, if it doesn't sell, it used to be if it doesn't sell within four outings, then I can have it. Now it's, if it doesn't sell within 6 months, I can have it. Yeah. And sometimes that time scale is extended as well. Usually I only get the, what's it called? Not second hand. the second, you know, that's got a flaw in it or something, or if the wood develops a crack or something like that, or it's not quite the shape he wants it, then I get them then. But no, I don't get the ones that are near enough perfect, because nothing's really perfect if it's handmade, but you know what I mean. Ones that he is pleased with, I don't see. Thought I saw another end there. Yeah. But yeah, so he's going to make some more pizza cutters. The hedges. So I said that's fine by me. Yeah, Wednesday is recycling day. So every 3 weeks they take the black bins, you know, that's with rubbish that you can't recycle. And then every week you have cardboard recycling, glass recycling, and plastic recycling, but only certain plastics. So, and food waste every week. So you put them out and then they clear them, put the bins to the side and you bring them in. So I come back Wednesday. Can't remember where I've been Wednesday. Whatever we did Wednesday. And come back, picked it up, took it out the back, and they stack all the bins inside each other. And the only bin that has a lid is the paper bin, which is stacked sideways in the rest of the bins. So I take them out the back, I'm unstacking them, and then I gets the lid to put onto the paper bin one, which is on the top, and I felt something on my hand, and I looked down at the lid, and there was 2 ginormous slugs that were the size of my thumb there on the lid. And as I grabbed the lid, my hand went right over the 2 of these orangey slimy slugs, and I had all slug stuff all. Oh my god. Yeah, oh god, my stomach was turning and I was heaving even thinking about it now. I rushed to the lid on the top. I said Grant can put it on properly after, because they were still there. Ran to the downstairs bathroom, washed my hand twice in cold water, because I was thinking of the garlic, you know, if you wash it in cold water it doesn't smell or anything, it takes smell away from your hands. If you wash your hands in hot water when you handle something that could be smelly, it ingrains it into your hand. So I remembered that rule, so I washed my hands twice with cold, and then I must have washed it about 5 times in hot water. And I still went back after about 10 minutes later and re-washed them. Oh, I hate slugs. What is the purpose of a slug, please? Please tell me. What is the purpose of a dirty slug? I hate slugs. Yeah, so I check now. Before I pick anything up again now, I'm going to check. That will not happen to me again. I have stood on a slug before now in my bare feet, and that made me heave. But actually touching it with my bare hands, yeah, that's got to be the worst. Nope, don't like it. It's not that I'm scared of them, it's just disgusting. It just disgusts me. You know what I mean? Just makes you heave. Yeah, so that was my joy on Wednesday. Bringing in the bins. I thought, great. Well, I suppose I've been prattling on long enough. Haven't I? I haven't got. Oh, the only other thing I've got to tell you is I've actually bought some Ada to go with Christmas tree. So I don't know where my colours are. So I thought that was going to be perfect for that, because I haven't got round to dyeing any. So I bought a massive piece so I can start on that hopefully. And if anybody doesn't know, this is being run by Shalene's Creativity Room for Danielle. And it started on the 1st of September. And I can't remember when it finishes, but I know we've got quite a while to finish it. And it's not an awful big one. And it is all Christmas tree. And it's all through the night, folk art designs. Bonnie Sullivan, designer and owner. So yeah, so we're all doing that. So if you want to know about it, go on to Shalene's Creativity Room and it's all on there. But yeah, but I did get some Ada, so that's my news. So I might start that. Oh, I can't stand this lost in there. So yeah, that's all my news. Got nothing else. If you've got any news to tell me down below. I'd love to hear from you. Leave a comment, you know. No matter what it is, love to hear it. Sorry it's only a short one, but you know, that's life. I'm going to go now, finish my cup of tea, and then start dinner for tonight. So with that said, thank you all ever so much for stopping by. I really do appreciate it every time that you click on and watch something from me. It means a lot. But take care, look after yourselves, and most importantly guys, stay safe. Love you all. Bye.